on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays, but he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Not the sharpest of starts on offense here, an early 3rd and long. Throwing is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Panthers have Emir Smith-Marsh set out for the return. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. That is hot. 1st and 10. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They face 2nd down and 7. They give it to Eckler on the option, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds the big tight end, Trimble. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. His tight end, Trimble, over the middle. Down inside the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. The Commanders offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. On 3rd down, here is Eckler. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate
in. Here's Smith-Marset. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. He's still on his feet, and he will score. Adam Thielen, touchdown Carolina. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's Tress Way now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. Wow! And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. The Panthers offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. And he will go all the way. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. The Panthers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Chris Rodriguez. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey, shut up. Ready.
A throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Ready.
Daniels gonna throw again. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Woo. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The fake spike works for a touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Rodriguez on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Here's Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Here we go. Set.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now the return. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Catch made by Thielen. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Panthers first down.
He'll look to throw. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And he's going to get into the end zone. The fake spike works for a touchdown. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Rodriguez on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll throw with Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dotson, the man in motion. On the handoff, this is Eckler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Come on. Ready.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They run it once more with Eckler. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Daniels going to keep this himself. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Ready? Set up.
Daniels to throw on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, like, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That one is good. And the Commanders cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back. They'll motion over Thielen. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Oh. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Rodriguez on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Daniels now going to look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They left a man wide open downfield. He's got him. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
His throw left side is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Washington.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Let's go. Check. Panther. Man. Let's go.
Running right up the gut, it's Eckler.
Let's go.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hubbard. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. The open receiver is Dotson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Commanders set to kick this one away. Take it in, back at his own 12. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down. They'll go again with Hubbard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On the give, it's Hubbard. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another 1st down. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style.